Hello, let's try another combat example. This time I would like to show off some of the vehicle rules. So, our first combatant is going to be our previous mounted spearman on a cavalry horse. There's nothing special, he just has a spear, some riding and spear techniques, you can even throw it. And he also has some armor, right? Yes, he does. And his opponents are going to be a chariot driver and a chariot archer. The chariot driver has, well, he basically has nothing. He just has a teamster at 12, and his chariot has 22 HP. It is homogeneous. There's two horses, move 4/9. We are going to treat this gray surface as a bad road, so it will be able to accelerate. The chariot archer has a short sword and a bow skill at 14, and also has a quiver with 12 arrows. Yep, and some armor. So let's see how they fare and how different are the mounted combat rules from the vehicular combat rules. The first one. What is this? Income. Oh, that's a nice feature. I didn't even know that. So the mounted spearman takes the turn. He will direct his horse forward and will do all-out defense dodge. The chariot archer just aims at the spearman. The chariot driver, the driver and the vehicle move at the same time. First, he moves 4 yards forward. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, and 4. How do you do it? Yeah, vehicles on a hex map are weird. And he is going to accelerate to move 8. He chooses to do it at the end of his turn. So right now his velocity is 8. Then the horse takes its turn. The horse has move 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the horse is going to accelerate to move 16 on the next turn. I mean, it is already at move 16 at the end of this turn. So right now the relative velocity is quite high. Now, the mounted spearman, he is not going to do an all-out attack weight. He's just going to take the weight maneuver and stab the archer with his spear as soon as he becomes within reach. The archer. Should he fire? See, that's -4 for range, and the relative speed is actually quite high, but since they are moving in the opposite directions, the speed penalties do not apply here. Yes, it is written somewhere in the basic set. It's just not very clear, but that's how common sense works. So that's -4 for range. How high is the accuracy? +2 accuracy. And since he is on a moving vehicle, on a bad road and using a handheld weapon, we can look up the penalty to ranged attacks on page 546, I think, and it's going to be a -3 penalty. -5 is not that good, but let's try. Let's attack. And he misses, because as you can see, shooting from a vehicle is quite difficult. Now, the chariot driver. He is moving 8 yards forward, along with his vehicle. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And yes, No, that's not what I meant. And now a spearman can attack with his weight maneuver. Okay. The relative speed is 8 plus 16. That's a huge speed. So he takes a -1 to attack. Where is it? Where are you? That's -1 for attacking on high speed, and he takes no other penalty. Because that's how it works. The archer is exposed, his riding skill is high enough, so he just rolls against his spear and misses by 2. Oh well. Next turn, the horse. It must move 16 yards. Okay, where? But let's try to make an... Oh, yeah, we should not make an early turn. We have a turning radius of 2 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And he's not going to decelerate. He's going to stay at speed 16. So give me a second. Now the mounted spearman again takes a weight maneuver to attack the archer. He comes within reach. The chariot archer makes a fast draw roll. He succeeds. Actually, I do not know if the fast draw should take a penalty for being on a moving vehicle, but even if it was taking a -3 penalty, he would still make it. And he aims. No, he first must ready his bow. He readies his bow. Only then he can aim. The chariot driver moves 8 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He also has a turning radius of 2. The horse must move 16 yards. 1, 2, 3. A turn. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there's going to be an attack against the archer. Again, just a -1 penalty. He strikes the archer. Wait, what's wrong with the sheet? And he misses again. Okay. Now, that was 10 yards. Not 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And he is not going to decelerate. Now, next turn, mounted spearman again. Wait to attack the archer. The archer. Now he aims at the spearman. the driver moves 8 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shooting backwards is actually more difficult than shooting forward. The horse. Okay. 16 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, an attack. Now the relative speed is 16 minus 8. It's still more than 7 yards per second higher, even though they're moving in the same direction. So the mounted spearman attacks at -1 for being very fast. And now he hits. For the archer, this is a side attack, so he defends at -2. He dodges, and he fails to dodge. So then the spearman rolls damage. 4 points of impaling damage. The chariot archer has some armor. Layered cloth, light torso armor. That's R2. So he takes 2 points of penetrating damage, that's 4 injury. And I think he must roll will to not mess up his aim. Is it penalized? I do not remember. Give me a second, I had to look it up. No, since he made an active defense, he fails his aim automatically. So now, what now? Okay, that was only 10 yards of movement, so the mount has to move 6 more yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now the mounted spearman just performs the same maneuver. The chariot archer aims. The chariot driver moves at move 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And he did not bring the archer in reach, because when used one-handed, the spear has reach of 1. The horse moves 16 yards. 1, 2, no, not this one. 3. And we have another attack. -1. It's a hit. The archer. He will defend again and will spoil his aim. And he fails again. So his torso takes 4, that's 8 points of injury. He is brought to 0. First, that's a major wound. And he is stunned. And on the next turn, well, he'll stay conscious, but I think we can say that he is out of the combat, because as you can see, chariots need some support, because they do not seem to work that well against mounted spearmen. If I recall correctly, there are some bladed chariots that prevent or at least make it difficult to come close to them. But overall, as you could see, we got to use some vehicle combat rules, high-speed movement, shooting from a moving vehicle. We even had some relative speed rules, and that was fine. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.